So in this tutorial, we'll take a look at creating your first product. So we'll apply some basic product details such as descriptions and maybe an image, whilst referring back to our storefront quite a few times to see how any settings that we're changing, see how they actually influence how that product will appear to those viewing your storefront. Okay, so we need to get to the product management page first of all, which is found under Catalog, Products, and Product Management. And the product management screen lists all of the products that are currently added to your storefront. Because this is our basic demo that we're building up as we're going through the tutorials, there is no products at the moment, but they would display down here. To create our first product, we're going to go to Add New at the top of the screen. This will bring up the Create New Product window. This just requires you to input a name for your product and then select the product type. Now, we haven't gone through the different types of product as of yet, but we will in future tutorials. In this case, we're just going to go for a stock product. So this is a type of product which is not configurable. There's no associated artwork or anything like that. It is essentially like a pick and pack off the shelf product. And then once we've chosen what we want to create, click the create icon. That will take us to the Add a New Product page. And here we have loads of different settings and capabilities to define our product. Now in this particular tutorial, we're going to focus mainly on the product information tab, which is here, and a little bit of time on the pictures tab, which is here. All of these others and their capabilities will be focused on in other videos. Now what I'm going to do first is actually just give this product an initial name. So I'll just go with my first product. Nice and creative. And then I'm straight away going to go with save and continue edit. And there is a reason for this. So save and continue edit will save the product, but then take me back to the same page. And what this means is that I can now go on view product page up at the top, which wasn't there before, which will open up that particular product as it appears on my storefront. And you can see that we've got our basic product in place now. So there's a placeholder for an image, it's got our title, it's got some pricing information which we've obviously not yet defined. And as we make changes to our product description and product settings, we'll see how the changes influence this screen. So we'll start off looking through some of the major settings which are in this product information section. First off, we have published, and most of these little icons will have some kind of description as to what they are over on the left hand side. So we can check this to publish this product, so that means it will be visible within the storefront. We can allow it to show in the search results, so on your storefront. So if I go to just duplicate that and go to home. You can set this up so there'll be a search box. Now it's not in the default settings, but we can make one. And when you perform a search, it means that that product can be found using the search function. We have the ability to show the product on the home page. That basically makes this a featured product, which will just be plastered onto the home page basically. So we'll have a look at that now. So if I check that, click save and continue edit to apply those changes, and then I'm just going to refresh my home page, and you can see that product has now appeared on the home page as a featured product. The home page display order, this basically just controls how much priority the product gets in terms of positioning. So if there's more than one product which is showing on the home page, if this is a 0 or a 1, it means it will be displayed first, so to the left hand side or to the top of the list, and the higher the number goes, the less priority the products get. Moving a bit further down on these settings, we have a number of selections to choose between the rich and code mirror editors. This is just whether or not you want to define certain descriptions just using word processor type formatting, or if you want to actually write code to really go into the intricate details of formatting a particular description or body. And these all link to these description boxes further down the page. So you'll see we've got this full description editor, full description, additional description, and so on. And what I'm going to do is just write a few descriptions in here with the name of what the description is, just so we know that where it's going to actually end up. So for example, I'll start off with this is a short description of my first product. And then when I save that, and refresh it on the storefront, you can see where that actually appears. And I'm going to repeat that step for all of these other description boxes. Okay, so with all those in place, I'll hit save and continue, and then refresh my product. And we can see where those now appear. So we've got the short description, we've got the full description, we've got the additional description down at the bottom here. And if I also refresh my home page, you'll see that a couple of those descriptions also appear on the home page featured products. So our teaser details and our short description. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, and as will be described in another video, you can use the rich editor to format this text. So if you don't just want it as basic text, you can put formatting in here, as well as things like images as well. But we'll leave this for now. And then we have a few more product settings towards the bottom of the screen. I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but I'll focus on some of the primary options here. The first one being the product tags. So if I click on there, product tags are keywords that this product can also be identified by. So in this list here, if we already had some tags associated with other products, they would appear in this area where it says no category. And if we want to add some new tags, we can add them in here with commas separating the different tags, basically. Tags can be used in multiple places, so they will appear on your actual product page. That allows you to basically group different types of products together. It gives you a way of doing that. So let's say, for example, I had demo as one of my tags. Any product which has demo would all be grouped together, so I could see them all in one list. And it also means that when you're performing searches, they are counted as keywords for your searches as well. So again, let's say there was demo in there. If I search for demo, it will show me this product. So I'm going to put a few options in here. So I'll put stock, product, and demo, all comma separated, and click OK. All three of those get applied. So now we'll save that. And again, I'm going to refresh my product. And you can see there that those product tags are now visible. And if I click on one of those product tags, you can see there's an icon saying 1 next to each of them. That just means there's one product in each of those. If I click on there, it will show me a list of all the associated products with that search. What I consider to be another critical property down here at the bottom is this admin comment. Now, this isn't going to do anything in terms of your storefront itself. This is just a very useful box for making any notes on that particular product. Especially useful if you might come back to it in a few months' time, or if there's multiple users working on the same storefront. It's just very, very useful to make sure that you don't forget any critical information without having to note it down in a separate file or have it visible on your storefront, for example. So anything typed in this box is only visible to those who have the permissions to edit a product, so who are an administrator. Okay. So the last thing we're going to do for this particular tutorial is to apply an image to our product. So at the moment, as you've seen, there's a placeholder for the image, but there is no actual image defined. So in our settings, if we go right across to the Pictures tab, and then all we need to do is to select a picture we want to upload. So if I go for this mug, for example, and then add product picture, and that will upload that image. And I can do more than one, so I can upload another file. So I think I have another mug image here. And then I've also got control over the display order. So the lower the better, basically. And this includes negative figures. So if anything is a lower number than any other image that we have applied, it means it will display that one first. So for example, if I change this to -3, so a fairly arbitrary number, but if I now add product picture, you can see that's now gone to the top of the list. And what it means is that when I apply these, and when I go and view these on my product, this picture should appear first. So let's save and continue, go back to my product and refresh. You can see there that I've got two images which I can hover over to change. And if I click on those, it opens up a larger viewer. And you can see the one which had the lower display order number is the one that's being displayed first.